I think I was part of a seminar that was actually held by KPK, which is the corruption agency, and they had some of the different departments, finance ministry and internal affairs ministry. And the Minister of Internal Affairs was talking about something like 10 or 15,000 regulations that is in conflict between the central government and the regencies and provinces that halters and hold back investments. So all of this will fade away. I think in terms of permits, it's also been difficult that you can get a general investment permits to Indonesia, depending a little bit on what kind of business, and then you come to the province and you run into a bit of a slightly different regulation, and then you end up maybe doing business in a particular regency, and again you run into different perception and different regulations. So with the Omnibus Law too, it probably consolidates further what we see now on OSS, that all the permits needed for any business can actually be done online, and the authority of that will be mainly the central government.
So this doesn't just affect people in businesses, right? It's outside of the business industry as well that gets affected. What I'm asking is why is this new law important for everyone to know about?
Well, I think it impacts all aspects of the Indonesian communities. I think it impacts, for instance, people working in factories and how they are treated and regulated, and not what rights do they have and not, which is probably the most sensitive aspect of this, but because the complexity of labor laws in Indonesia has been seen as a holdback for foreign investments, but I think they've found common ground on this. For younger Indonesians, I think it's difficult to sort of, what are they going to do? Where am I going to work? Again, now with COVID-19 too, a lot of jobs are actually lost, and they have to come out and be entrepreneurs and possibly set up some kind of tourism business, consultancy business, technical aspects they have talents for, art, whatever it is. And they can do that quite easily online. So I think you'll see a lot more Indonesians engage themselves and set up smaller businesses and get networks and work together.
So how will this affect your business in particular, or businesses in general? Broad question.
Yeah, I think
it should make it more efficient.
Yeah,
really.
much more efficient. People come with an investment. It's very difficult to predict times, that it takes to set up a business. That has improved a lot over the last couple of years. But then specific permits, conflicting regulations, people start getting nervous about doing larger investments. So I think the whole investment climate, in particular, also towards, or not in particular, but also in real estate and tourism and so on, will be a lot easier to get an overview of what you can do, what you can't do, how do you get to different permits, what areas are available, is it a special economical zone, is it not, and so on and so on.